Hey everyone, this is Larry from WSTrades.com doing a technical analysis video. And I'm going to try something new today, so if you guys like this format, let me know in the comments, and me and James will start doing it this way instead. So today I'm going to go over 4 different stocks that I've been keeping an eye on and making technical analysis videos on, but I'm going to go over all of them in one video instead of the short, like 2 to 5 minute videos we've been doing. I'm going to go over all 4 of them and then leave a in the timestamps in the bottom. So if you want to just skip to, like, I'm going to do Palantir, AMC, SPY, and Robinhood. So if you want to just skip to whatever favorite one is, just go down to the timestamps and click on that. So we're going to start off today with AMC, and any of you apes that are trading this right now know there was a fat sell-off today. So I actually got stopped out on my position, but I am fine with that. It was a nice 10% run that closed out, so 10% gain on, I think I was in it a little over a week. I'll take that every day. But I may have screwed up. So I immediately, on this last run that we've had, I redrew the fibs to this last impulse we had once it started selling off, and I saw that the golden ratio was at almost $48 exactly. So I was like, all right, if this thing sells off to 48 bucks, I'm going to get right back in it. So I got in. I thought 48 would hold for sure because it's been fairly close to like a support level for them anyway. So I got back in a new position, and they sold off through that 48 level. They are kind of pumping after hours, but after hours really doesn't mean much. There's not much volume to it anyway. So yeah, so I put my stops in already. I believe I placed them, I don't want to look it up right now. I think I placed my stops at like 46.50 or something like that. So yeah, I did, because it's right at this level, at the about 78.6 fib level. So yeah, hopefully that holds as support after a massive almost 9% sell off today. Hopefully buyers step back in and this thing's done dying. So anyways, it was a good trade for me. It's just hard to tell right now which direction this thing's going to go. Typically after you see a massive sell-off like today, things will chill out. But I don't know, this thing had a hard time breaking through this like $47 level. I'll say that again, $47 level. And once they finally did, that's when we got this nice little rally. So it may come down and test 47 even before kind of consolidating. But I am pretty bearish on the market right now in general. I think typically in September we have sell-offs anyways around, like the indexes will drop 10%, and we're not there yet. So I'm kind of bearish on the market, but it doesn't really seem like AMC cares what the market's doing in general, just because everyone, all these meme stocks, it's just buy. So anyways, we'll see. I think if this thing breaks down, it's gonna kind of stop at around 47 and hopefully make a move higher after that. But yeah, keep an eye on that $47 level, because it was a nice resistance level before. And now I'm gonna go to SPY, since I was just talking about the market. All right, so why I think we're still gonna see more blood is, let me zoom in. This is the daily chart. And as you can see, we've had pretty crappy 4 days, 5 days really. You had this doji where there's a lot of action, and just ended up basically where it started off, and then just selling, and it broke through. I thought this trend line might act like some sort of support for them, and they might stop dying at that level. But today they ended up breaching through that. As you can see, it sold off to it, and then buyers stepped in and finished up right above it, and then today just bam, got blasted through. So I'm not even looking at this anymore. But we are almost like 2 ATR down. It's probably about 1.5 maybe. But why I think there's more selling to come is, if you come to this candle, this level right here is about where do we actually close on this candle? The bottom of it ended up being at around 436. So I'm thinking we're probably going to hit about 440, 435, maybe. And why I'm saying that is if I bring this up to the weekly chart, this thing still hasn't come down to the 21 EMA level again. It hasn't tested that yet. But where's that 21 EMA? It's about at the last sort of or support level they had hit back in, whatever that date was. I'll pull it up in a second. So yeah, I'm thinking probably going to go around 430 before this thing starts making a significant move higher. I'm not, I don't think it's going to die, just fall out tomorrow, but I think it's going to be like a slow trudge. We might see, a green day in between, but I definitely think that we're going to come test that level. Let's go back to the daily. Yeah, I think it's going to come test this level for sure. So anyways, keep an eye on those levels. And don't think, we're out of the weeds. Like I said, if we have a green day, just, September's typically a sell-off month anyways, and going into October. So definitely have your stops in if you're long anything right now. And next, I'm going to go over to everyone's favorite. It's Robinhood. Nice little sell-off. Went down to actually it went through the 40, it looks like. Yeah, they went to, their low was 39.23 today, and they sold right back above that 40 that I was talking about in the last video. Yeah, if they can close below 40, I'm definitely going to short the hell out of this thing. But it's more than likely, I think, like I said in my last video, they're probably just going to kind of chop around until, let me pull something up for you. This would be Robinhood's worst nightmare. So we've got this news article that came out today. It says Congress is split over crypto and payment for overflow. And it says senators zoned in on payment for order flow and cryptocurrencies in questions to Gary Gensler, the SEC Commission chairman, at a hearing on Tuesday, signaling that Congress is already deep in the weeds on issues that the SEC is will likely be reviewing for months. And it just goes over how, Congress really doesn't know what they're talking about. Anyways, if they do ban payment for order flow, then Robinhood's done. That was 80% of their income last quarter, I think whenever they announced. So yeah, if they lose 80% of their income, then Robinhood's dead. Like, me and James were talking about it on the podcast, and I don't think that payment for order flow is that big of a deal. I don't think it affects the prices too much, like that anyone should be worried about it, because it's just these high frequency traders that, they're jumping in and out of trades nonstop, and they're making, pennies, fractions of pennies on these, millions of trades. So it's not really that big of a deal, unless you have like an algo that goes crazy and we have a flash crash. But at the same time, if you're getting a free service, then you have to know that you are the product. So, nothing in life is free. Just like, if you use Facebook, they're selling your information. Nothing's different. Like if you use Webull or Robinhood, then they have to get paid somehow. They're not just doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. So just know that, if they do end up banning that, then Robinhood's probably going to crumble, or they're going to have to institute some sort of commissions on, options and stock trading or whatever. So just keep an eye on that. Technically, now we're looking at the charts. I think that, yeah, if they can close under that $40 level, which they are right, well, after hours, they are at about $39.90. If they can close under that, then I think they're for sure going to hit that $38 level, the IPO price. And if they don't, then I think they're going to keep on coming up and touching about this $42 level. I don't, see anything good happening with Robinhood anytime soon. And one that I'm really liking right now, but I'm not too sure about getting into it quite yet, is PLTR, which is Palantir Technology. Come on, zoom out. Okay, so I've been going over this one a lot. I like the stock. I have an alert set that as soon as it crosses this $27, $50 level, I'm going to go long for a breakout play. But I thought this thing would come down and test this lower level of this ascending triangle by now. and it just hasn't. It's acting, actually, the 14 period EMA is acting like beautiful support for these guys. So yeah, not quite ready. I think, you know, the further they travel down this triangle, it's going to touch this, but you know, I don't see them, you know, selling off right now, especially with, you know, the markets being how crappy they were on days like today, and you know, they're up 1.6%. So yeah, I like them. Might wait to see if this thing comes back down to this 14, take a small position and just ladder into it if it keeps on going up. But yeah, it's still really bullish on PLTR. Let's see if they had any news. I didn't check. Oh, why PLTR stock looks primed to rip any day. Trading Tuesday. It's a stupid video, so I'm not going to watch that. But yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'd love to see this thing come back down to the 14 so I can jump into a nice little trade and, like I said, ladder into it and have a nice position already established when it crosses this line. But yeah, bullish on PLTR, optimistically bullish on AMC. We'll see if that big sell-off today was enough to keep the bears away for a minute. Bearish on SPY, and for sure bearish on hopefully soon to be defunct Robinhood. So like I said, if you guys like these longer videos, in the comments, please let me know. So we'll start, you know, kind of combining all the stuff we're talking about into longer form videos for you guys. And thanks for watching.